Hello folks, and welcome to the cemetery walk over at Lambs Cemetery. We are going to take a nice little walk through the cemetery, wearing my morning garb to honor those fallen over there. So I hope you learn a whole lot today about the town of Wales. I'm excited, and I got some good information. The gimbal acted up as soon as I was over here at the church. Guess what this is? Learning about this area. This is the original Lambs Methodist Church. Old fabled church I read about on Google. This is one of them. I believe this is the 1800s one. Lambs United Methodist. How about that? I have a feeling that was the bell tower. Can you imagine walking around? 1914. 1914. Okay, so this is 1914, and the other ones that was talked about must that. Okay, 1914, so 2 years after Titanic. Now I'm going to show a little bit during our walking tour. Right now we've got people pruning right now on the road. But here is the Lambs Cemetery. Okay. Okay, right where that truck is at, that would be the Lambs corner store. That kind of looks like a creek, doesn't it? That's Miss Creek Road, because they all went hand in hand. You had a Wales Center, Goodall's, Port Huron, Smiths Creek, everybody. They were all together. All one, pretty much all one community back then. This, I'm wondering if it was somebody's garage one time, later on, or a carriage house. There's a barn. This is the store. It's become a home, apartments, yada yada yada, for a very long time. But at least people back then would get their groceries, supplies, whatever, because Lambs was a smaller community than what it is in 2024. There was less people that populated here way back in the day. Now you wouldn't know. But anyway, because there's people living in it, I gotta be real quick. There is a car, but at least. This is a one lane. Like this was a one lane. And then they would go get the groceries, come out. Thanks, Ida, see you later. And then they would walk back home. On the one lane, and they would take horse and buggy on one lane. Okay, folks, now we're going to reminisce a little bit. Think back to in those 1914 building, what it was like in the 1800s at our service. Then we're going to go bury our family. Obviously, over here was a horse and carriage, not automobile. And I will, while we are walking, talk about our history of Lambs. Alrighty. Those notable over here is Joshua Chartier, Abner Coburn, Joseph Pitcairn, S. Moser, excuse me if I said that wrong, J.L. Barton, E.A. Seymour, Phineas Davis, Luke Hemingway, A. Earl, Samuel Swift, Hiram Bellows, Julius Day, Hugh Muffet, Nathaniel T. Ludden, Samuel Uford, Hamilton Morrison, John Beach, Avery W. Stowell, Baldwin Whitney, Henry J. Avery, T.J. Dudley, William H. Haggerty, Oris Field, William Kellogg, Henry Handel, Elias Eddy, Benjamin Tower, Edwin Jerome, Sereno Smith, Ann Dickerson, Ebenezer Williams, Linus S. Gilbert, Curtis C. Gates, H.F. Stockbridge, Samuel B. Winscott, Isaac Holland Hugh Gray. Now, another fun facts. Oh, we got more farming going on over here today. They're out early. God bless your soul on this autumn day. As Wales Township, like Clyde and all of them, was about farming. And the people buried here were from that time period where things were simple and people were kinder. Now, Joshua Tompkins, the farmland owner, and where the meetings would be held there in 1842. So before the Township Hall in Wales was built, they would hold meetings in 1842 at his place. He also owned a shoe shop in 1850. We're going to walk to the oldest part, see if we can find them. This is kind of half new. James M. Merritt built a bridge in 1843 over Smith's Creek. Clark S. Cusick was a supervisor in Lambs in 1841. In 1846, on April 15th, 1846, a main road was established from Elmont to Port Huron. Mr. Hopkins, Daniel B. Harrington, we know him from Daniel B. Harrington train engine, and James Andrews would become the commissioners. Benton Bartlett was a saloon and hotel owner. And he was the first postmaster in 1851. 1866, Village of Goodalls was established. It was named after John Goodall, who lived in the house where L.G. Webb lived in before World War II. James Andrews' burial, we're going to see if we can find him today. 1880, East Wales Cemetery was renamed Mount Pleasant. Well, guess where we're at? The former Mount Pleasant Cemetery. The church would be built. The church would be built, so it must have been another church, not that one, unless that one before it burnt down. That was very common in Michigan. Things just happen. John A. Lamb. So Lambs was named after this gentleman in 1883. So how cool is that? I know there's a lot of lambs that are buried in the cemetery. So we will go look for them this morning. Byron Jenny was its first postmaster in 1883 at Lambs Post Office. And the office continued to be in operation until April 30th, 1942, during World War II. And that is all. So let's go ahead and find our folk. Now we do have here foxes that have been buried. So I believe that could pertain to the Fox Road. Mother, father, rest in peace. Rest in peace, kids, Dunning. Baby, God bless you. Alright, still looking for their people. The 1889 Township Hall in Lambs. There was a gentleman by the last name of Lashbrook. I have a feeling this is Father Joseph. I can't remember that was his name. But it might be our gentleman that was a custodian. Look at the beautiful flowers. Oh, that is so beautiful. Lashbrooks are very notable here, as well as the Fitzes. So, let's keep... Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have here gravesite of a Bowen family member. Mr. Bowen, remember William Bowen? This is Mr. William Bowen. Yay! Oh, it's so nice to meet you, sir. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Someone that fought in Vietnam and his family, God bless you. Thank you for your service. More Bowen family members. Or that might be still the man. That might be just a stone commemorating his achievements. That might be his, so... Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Mr. Vincent. More of them. Oh, this is such a dream come true. I've been here before today. I saw the names, and now I'm finally getting the history plus who they were when they lived here. So that's why I'm dressed up the way I am. I'm honoring their legacy. Here is the notable Fitz family clan. Some of them right here. Go way back as the 1800s that they were born. One was from 1942, passed on. God bless your soul. Then 1935 over here. More Fitz graves. That is a web. I don't know if that's our LG web or family member linked to them, but it's very faded. So we are definitely in the oldest part. Please tell me you are the man. I think this is James. It's hard to make out. Hopefully someday these are going to get cleaned up and restored. But this is why I do what I do. Either way, we need to remember these people. Bennett, are you who I'm looking for? Anyway, this is a grave of a Bennett. I thought I read somewhere later on, since I was looking through about the names that could be buried here. I think there might have been a Bennett linked to the history. Catherine Fitz Minor, Blossom. She is buried with all the other Minor clan. Got more Bradshaws. Got about 2 Bradshaws right now. Still looking for my notable people that I looked up. More Lashbrook. There are Millers here. I believe Miller was a notable one again. Looks like it's just a nameplate, which means everybody here must be, oh, lamb! There's the lambs! There's the lambs! There they are! George H. Lamb. Nope, looking for John. There's Mr. John. Hello, sir. I'm here, dishonoring your legacy. So much has changed after you passed. That's all I gotta say. That's one of the original roads, so then we are definitely in the oldest part. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's growing over, but you can still make it out if you're driving an automobile. Want to pay your respects? Please pay your respects, especially if you're from the Lamb area. Pay your respects. These people have been forgotten way too long. Another Lamb family member. Either an unmarked grave or somebody paid their respects the way I would. I don't have any stones or anything, but I'm just kind of taking a moment of silence to thank them for their hard work, bring us to where we are, whose ashes are in Lambs. Amen. Amen. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Just that one. Ina. Pratt. I'm wondering if that's linked to Pratt. A lot of people back then had the names of themselves. That is in Memphis, by the way, again. Might be a Pratt member. Lashbrook again. A lot of Lashbrooks. Might have to go to the other side and find everyone else, because right now I'm not finding everybody. What's that? Stockwell. I don't think they were in that. Could have been for like down the, because you can Google about Lambs Township and the Township's Hall, where you get complete information on those that lived here and why Lambs is so important and why it should be remembered. More Fitz. Definitely they're the burial ground for Fitz. Oh, somebody just got buried. Rest in peace. I found a cove. Wondering that's tied to Cove Road, because remember, a lot of roads back then had names after people. Just like how Lambs is named after Mr. John Lamb. Wait. Well, I found one Tompkins, but it's a George. Born 1846, died 1908. It's his husband. That. How that looks at the Tompkins plot. I'm wondering if some have been unmarked or they were stolen stones and they never got replaced. More Fitz. Very notable people in this area were the Fitz. Couple more Webb graves. Some people, I don't know, they got moved to other cemeteries because that was their wishes, or what, they're Smith, or what, but I'm not finding certain people. More Lamb